is more expensive now because the kids are going more. Nyla goes to the daycare 4 times a week, and Noah goes to preschool 4 times a week. We paid almost $100 a day for both, and I make $131, so the sooner I pass the test, the better it is, because I will get paid 50% more of what I'm getting paid now.
Wow, that's some of the documentary, Mothers in the Middle. It takes a look inside the lives of some working moms. And joining me now is the mom who worked so hard to make this movie, Lauren Hollingsworth. Good morning.
Good morning.
So first of all, tell us a little bit more about this movie. What is it really about?
So the film looks at what it is to be a working mom in America today, and it follows 4 women and me. It is also my personal story as we are navigating career and family. And the film ultimately asks, how can we better support working mothers?
And that's really what you were trying to do in this movie, to just figure out what's best for working moms?
Yeah, and I wanted to, when I had my child, he's 5 years old now.
Okay.
I really had been all career all the time, and I was really seeing on social media that, working moms were presenting it as, we've got this all figured out. Just make time for a bath and get time for meditation in the morning. And I thought, this doesn't work for me. I barely have time to take a shower. And I wanted to tell the true story of really what it is to be a working mother, so that we could sort of start a conversation between each other that's a little more honest and authentic, and hopefully change things a little bit for the better.
Because sometimes you feel like you're all alone, even though you know you're not, but you feel like your struggles are so isolated. Now, how did you find the mothers that you actually profiled?
So the first mother I followed actually was my neighbor, and Jen, and she stayed with me throughout. We actually profiled, I had followed 8 women for a long time, and 4 ultimately ended up in the film. All of them are middle-income women. I was looking for women who are sort of like me, because I think often we think about, it's so hard to be a working parent, and it's just about financial resources, but actually, even women who are really fortunate, and I consider myself to be very lucky, it can be very tough. It can be very lonely, just as you said, and very isolating. And I think, a lot of the film is very funny, so I wanted to make something that was very personal and sort of showed that, being with your kids is fun and entertaining and wonderful, and having a career is a very rewarding experience. But as a society, there's sort of top-down solutions we could have that would really help women. And there are a few things, I think, in our own lives that we could change, and maybe even small things that could make a big difference for us. So, is it really for us working moms to see this, or is it really for everyone to see? I mean, are you hoping everybody will get something from this? That is a great question. So I do think, although I do think it's a great film for working moms, we've had early screenings. We were fortunate to premiere at Gina Davis's film festival, and the women who saw the film, who were moms, loved it, but also dads really enjoyed it. We've had a lot of employers see the film and really respond to it and say, maybe we should make a few changes to our family-friendly work policies. But I think that the target audience is even more so, it's women who are thinking about having kids. Because then you can start to plan not only what your life might look like, but what kind of world you want this to be. And I think that generation is really going to make a few changes.
Yeah. Well, I think a good thing here is that, so many of us multitask. And I think a lot of times people on the outside don't even realize all the things that we're doing to get the day started. I mean, sometimes by the time I get to work, I feel like I'm ready for a nap because I've done so much before I even get to work. So it can be tough for, people to realize.
Yeah, and I think that that was a huge part of the film. So when when the audience sees the film, I think what a lot of the women have responded to is the logistics. So I handle all the logistics in my household, and my poor husband got thrown a little bit under the bus in this movie.
They all do, I'm sure.
Yeah, they do. And I think that's really something that we don't sort of acknowledge. It's like just getting your child to the right place at the right time and getting the school lunch done and all of those things. But one of those bottom-up solutions is because I made this film, my husband now is a little bit more involved than he was.
So, and aware. Yeah. And so, real quick before we let you go, how can folks see the movie?
So people can, first of all, we've launched a national screening campaign.
Okay.
So the best thing to do is to go to our website and sign up on our mailing list, and you'll find out when the film is going to be in your city or town. And you can also request a screening. If you think that your employer is the right place and you want to do that, or you have a mommy group, or you're part of a university or a school, and you think that that group of women or families would benefit, you can sign up for a screening right there and request one, and we will come to you.
Perfect. All right. Again, the movie is called Mothers in the Middle. And for more information, you can just go to our website, kcal9.com, and click Seen on TV. We'll be right back.